though it's still better than The Big Bang Theory's poor equivalent. Young Sheldon Season 7, Episode 10 is a terrific piece of amusement. The program's forms emphasize that the underlying ideas are the same for all of them. In spite of this, it is impossible to avoid parallels between the comedies, particularly because several of the original Big Bang Theory's creatives are also working on Young Sheldon. Plot inconsistencies are also more challenging to swallow for this reason. All the comparisons, meanwhile, are currently centered on how The Big Bang Theory's final season compares to Young Sheldon's. Young Sheldon, like The Big Bang Theory, is ending, but not because viewers aren't interested in it. Canonical sources informed the decision to discontinue it. Sheldon's tenure in Texas is drawing to a conclusion, according to the timeline, and that means the show must conclude as well. It helps the authors to prepare a fitting send-off for the characters when they are aware that it is coming to a conclusion. This appears to be untrue, though. In Young Sheldon Season 7, Episode 10, a fancy article and a scholarship for a baby. Throughout Season 7, Young Sheldon has struggled to stay focused on the story. Nevertheless, everything seems to have been resolved when the show focused on the young genius once more in Episode 9 when Sheldon chose to attend Caltech. Sadly, Young Sheldon Season 7, Episode 10 underutilizes the child genius and dives into plots that may not directly affect the ending it's building toward. It's a case of one stride forward, two steps back. It's sad to schedule a filler episode when there are just 5 episodes remaining. Even the critically acclaimed last season of The Big Bang Theory avoided doing this by using an uneven storytelling structure. Episode 5 to the last, The Decision Reverberation, had plots that advanced the plot, or at the very least influenced how the characters ended up. Raj had a great arc in his new career, and Leonard learned how to build a spine. The remaining actors performed their parts to further the stories in other places. Conversely, Missy received almost little screen time in Young Sheldon Season 7, Episode 10, save for a few opening remarks. It was not appropriate for Young Sheldon to conclude on a shorter year. A final season renewal wouldn't have been detrimental to the program. Making the best of its circumstances, though, would seem to imply that it would pay closer attention to the stories it chose to explore. Sadly, it hasn't turned out that way. While entertaining, Mima's falling out with her gaming room has continued for far too long. Even while it's necessary for the spin-off setup, Georgie and Mandy shouldn't need a lot of screen time because they have plenty of time to focus on their story.